Hello everyone, Code Red, page 36, People's Book. Listening. Listen to 5 short conversations and choose the correct answer, A or B.
Unit 3, page 36. Listening. Exercise A. Listen to 5 short conversations and tick the correct sentences, A or B. 1.
I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't gone to university.
Well, you probably wouldn't be an architect now, for one thing.
I might have become an artist instead. That's what I really wanted to do. But I was offered a place at university and felt I couldn't turn it down.
2.
When I was 18, I couldn't wait to leave home. I was dying to be independent.
It's quite natural, really. Everyone wants to have their freedom at that age. So you weren't homesick when you went to university?
Not at all.
3.
What do you think, then?
Well, it's hardly luxurious, but it's okay. If you get a few plants and put some posters on the wall, it'll look better.
And at least the rent's cheap.
4.
Poor Steve. He's really depressed about failing his exams.
Well, what did he expect?
He was out partying every night when we were all revising. And I don't think he's been to a single lecture this term. No wonder he did so badly.
5.
Are you nervous?
Not as nervous as I thought I'd be.
Well, there's no reason why you shouldn't pass. You've had enough lessons.
I know. I reckon I've got a good chance. Fingers crossed.
So we have here the answers. We have number 1, the answer will be A. 2 also will be A. 3, B. 4, B. And 5 will be A. Listen again and make a list of something of the phrasal that helped you decide. This question will be depend on you as a student. Okay? So we're going to skip this question.
Unit 3, page 36. Listening. Exercise D. You will hear 5 different people talking about their experiences at university. For questions 1 to 5, choose from the list A to F what experience each speaker had. There is 1 extra letter which you do not need to use. Speaker 1.
Going to university had a huge effect on my life. For someone like me from a small town, suddenly being in a big city surrounded by interesting people was amazing. In my first year, all I did was go to parties. In fact, I'm surprised I didn't fail my exams and get thrown out because I didn't do very much studying. The course was okay, but it's the social life that I remember more than anything else. I shared a flat with a group of other guys, including Andy, who's still my best friend to this day. We often get together and chat about the good old days.
So speaker number 1 is going to match with sentence number F. He met someone there who is important to him.
Speaker 2.
Looking back, I don't really know if going to university was the right choice for me. I mean, I think I applied just because all my friends were applying and everyone expected me to. I was quite good academically, and I was offered a place to study civil engineering at Southampton University. The course was what I had expected, really. But by the end of my second year, I had realized that this wasn't really what I wanted to do with my life. I thought about dropping out, but in the end I didn't. I got my degree, but then went on to do something completely unrelated to civil engineering. I set up my own business, buying and selling stuff on the internet, and it's been really successful.
So speaker number 2 is going to be matched with sentence number C. It didn't make much difference to her future career.
Speaker 3.
I feel quite sad when my friends go on about what a wonderful time they had at university and how they were the best years of their life. You see, for me, they weren't really. I was very shy at that age, and I found being away from home quite hard. My way of coping was to throw myself into my course, studying for hours every night when everyone else was out partying. I don't think I ever missed a single lecture. I had decided that, if nothing else, I would get a good degree, which would hopefully lead to a good job. And that's what I did.
And speaker number 3 is going to match with sentence number A. She worked very hard.
Speaker 4.
As soon as I got to university, I discovered that I was no longer special because I was academically gifted. Suddenly, here were all these people who were just as clever as I was, even more so. My reaction was to give up. If I couldn't be the best, I wasn't interested. I never went to lectures, I never did any studying, and in the end, of course, I failed my first year exams. I was given the chance to retake them, but by then I'd already made up my mind to leave. My mum and dad weren't happy about it, but they didn't try to stop me.
And speaker number 4 is going to match with sentence number D. He didn't finish his course.
Speaker 5.
My elder sister had always gone on about what a wonderful time she'd had at university, so I couldn't wait to go. The day I found out I'd got a place to study English literature at Edinburgh University was one of the happiest days of my life. I thought I would meet lots of really interesting people, stay up all night discussing literature, maybe even meet the right girl and fall in love. After the first week, however, I hadn't made a single friend or had one interesting conversation, and I felt like packing my bags and going home. I sometimes wonder what would have happened if I had.
Speaker number 5 is matching with sentence number E.